It's time to move on. T by T. Big comeback from T by T. 5-member boy group. They debuted on Big Hit in 2019. This album is called Minisode 3 Tomorrow. They gave us 7 songs, but full disclosure, one of those is just kind of a beeping, like Morse code, and the other one's a remix. So 5 new songs. The single is called Deja Vu. This is not what I was expecting, but what I wanted and what I needed from T by T. It's like this soaring mid-tempo pop song, beautiful, no dramatic switch ups, no chasing trends. This is just a good pop song with emotional vocal performances from all 5 members. I thought Subin stood out on the start of the second chorus, sounded beautiful. I liked the instrumental bridge. You know, sometimes less is more. And I think in the world of K-pop, less is more. Unless it's a killer track, so many songs have really chased the like Stray Kids sound. And obviously only Stray Kids can do that. They create their own music. But there's tons of switch ups. There's so much happening in every Stray Kids song. And it works seamlessly. It's extraordinary. If you don't know, I'm a massive, massive fan. But what's happened in recent years, all these other groups saw them rising to the top. Their writers, producers, their team have been chasing those sounds. And when you have so much in one song, a lot of times it doesn't work. A lot of times the dramatic switch ups aren't needed. The overuse of elements isn't needed and it doesn't work. I think unless you're Stray Kids, who are phenomenal, less is more. Do a good pop song. Just do a good song. You don't need a million switch ups. And here with Deja Vu, T by T got it. They're doing what they do best. The instrumental bridge is so nice. It's just very, very refreshing. It's a really, really pretty song. And it feels like home for them. And I feel like for some of us who were there for their debut, it feels like home for us. There's something about this release that really, really works and was very needed, in my opinion, from T by T. Slow Rabbit is on the credits. He's on a lot of their credits. You know, he did a lot with BTS, but here I could really hear it. I could really hear him on this one. And it kind of harkens back to a BTS sound from like 6 or 7 years ago. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's a beautiful song and it's really well done. So I was pleasantly surprised. That seems to be the theme of the night so far. Pleasantly surprised, different expectations and then being blown away. I like this song. I really, really, really like this song. This is, for me, leaps and bounds better than what we've heard from T by T in the past couple releases. I wasn't a huge fan of their title tracks. Deja Vu, love. Another music video that was very different and refreshing this week. Are we getting more art in K-pop music videos? Are we getting elevated music videos that aren't the same formula now? Because both NCT Dream and T by T gave us, in my opinion, stuff that was really unexpected and beautiful and cool. In the music video for Deja Vu, I really loved the color grading specifically. I think in this music video, color told a story. What an underused element. It's usually an afterthought. Like, okay, we'll do reds and black and white, or we're going to do neon lights. And in this one, there's some pink. I loved the music video for Deja Vu because you had black and white scenes that were gorgeous. You had color coming in and going out specifically, not just for aesthetics, or at least that's how it felt for me watching it. And it was really, really nice. All 5 members, very handsome, very, very handsome. Talking about grown men, these guys look great. A lot of running and crying and angst as the music video builds up. Drama, rama, and I am here for it. Those kids, like in the masks, running past Yeonjun, creepy, interesting. But I've got to be real. The gasp that I let out in this music video wasn't from that. It was when Hyunikai popped up. Oh my God. Someone had a major glow up. He looks so good when he kind of makes that appearance behind Yeonjun in the music video. Just so handsome. The black and white, but also the forehead. Hashtag free the forehead. He looks amazing in this music video. Specific shout out to you, Unikai. Yes. I also love their styling here. I love the styling. They did a lot of black and white, masculine, very different from like the frilly pastel stuff that we see them in a lot. Yeah, I like this. This works really well for T by T. It's cool. It's mature. It's a grown up vibe and feel from them. And I think it was about time. I'm really happy with the feel of this music video and song. It works really well. Here's what I'm not happy with. Okay. I am convinced that V from BTS's old stylist is now in charge of Subin's hair. Hear me out. Here's why. It is nothing but bangs in his eyes all the time. Long bangs, heavy bangs. Enough with the bangs. I want to see Subin's forehead. You all love suffocating Subin's forehead. They live for it. That stylist every day comes to work. She has the easiest job because she doesn't have to think of anything. She's like, I'm just going to make sure his forehead can never breathe. I'm going to keep the bangs as heavy and in his face as possible. Enough. And on top of like having them just be really heavy and like in his face, you all have to chill with the round brush too. You've got him like poofed out like a golden girl. No, I know what you're doing. I see you. I see you. You don't want to let Subin's ridiculous handsomeness shine for the whole world. Enough. It's time. It's time. All of the whole group needs to start showing their foreheads more. They are hiding behind heavy bangs in T by T. Stop. Enough with the bangs. I've had it. And this has been going on for years. For years. Have we seen Subin's forehead? And that's a question. Because off the top of my head, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember any comeback where we had Subin forehead. It's time. It's time. That's just a nitpicky thing. You all know how much I hate when they hide someone behind bangs for years. So we need to do some restructuring on the big hit styling team and get rid of these stylists who love bangs. I'm sorry, but enough. I've given you enough time with T by T. Every single comeback, poofy, heavy bangs in everyone's eyes. Except for Yeonjun. You all let his forehead breathe, but the rest of them never. Enough. I'm over it. I feel like T by T did a lot here, leaps and bounds on this comeback. Now let's just get the styling. Now let's just upgrade the hair. Cause yeah, I'm over it. Moving on, I liked Deja Vu, and here are my album picks from the B-sides. The Killa, I Belong to You, and I'll See You There Tomorrow. Those were my favorite songs off this album. The Killa is a subunit song with Yeonjun and Subin. This is my fave song on the album. I'm just going to disclose it right now. You don't have to wait till my rankings. I loved this song. Their voices complement each other well. And to be honest, the sound of this song is just cool. This is just cool. I love that acoustic guitar, bit of an Afro beat here. The chorus is so smooth and chill. Again, sometimes less is more. Let's let the vocals shine. Let's let some character come through. It's not oversung. It's not overdone. This is just like a smooth, sexy song that I kept going back to. Shout out to Yeonjun, but also Taehyun. They both have writing credits on this one. This is a good song. I love it. I also really like the opener, I'll See You There Tomorrow. When I listened to the album, I thought, is this the single? This could be the single. Great pop song. Not trying to do too much. It's just a good, clean pop song with a really fun beat. There's a nice groove here. It feels like a really good boy band song. And coming from me, who's obsessed with boy bands, that's high praise. Songwriters included Hunikai, Taehyun, and Yeonjun on this one. Great job, guys. I really liked this. I like this album. You know, I liked part of their last album. The last album was hard for me because Songs like Dreamer and Deep Down and Blue Spring, I loved. But there were songs on that album that I really disliked and should have been left off. With Minisode 3, I feel like T by T is getting back on track and doing what they do best. And to be honest, like, I hate that I even have to say that because I think T by T are very talented. I've been with them since debut, since Crown. And I feel bad for them because I think Big Hit kind of did them dirty. You know, they've been forced to collaborate with Z-listers. And then they started chasing all the Western trends and kind of losing their identity a bit. It feels like they just make T by T do all of this stuff and chasing all of this stuff in a panic. And they haven't let them just breathe and really be them. And with this album, I feel like we kind of got back to that. This felt natural. This just felt like it wasn't trying too hard. And I was dialed in, and it felt like the members were and the creative team was. So whoever worked on this album, kudos to you. I feel like as a fan and as a critic here, someone who just listens and consumes a lot of K-pop, for me, this is T by T getting back on track. Great project. Really, really proud of them and happy to hear this one. It's time for my rankings from T by T's Minisode 3 Tomorrow. These are ranked from least favorite to favorite. Number 7 would be that Morse code. It wasn't really a song, so that's a pretty easy bottom, but I understand it. It's that reference and that sound at the beginning of Crown is what it reminded me of. Number 6 was the Deja Vu remix. Number 5, Miracle. Number 4, Quarter Life. I liked this song, and I have a feeling a lot of MOAs will really vibe with this, and it'll resonate with a lot of T by T fans. Number 3, I'll See You Tomorrow. Great opening track. Number 2, the title track, Deja Vu. And my number 1 song from this T by T release, The Killa, I Belong to You. So sexy and cool. I really liked this comeback from T by T. This was a really solid comeback, different than what I was expecting in the best way possible. So congratulations to T by T. Before I move on, it's time for bias talk. My bias in this group has been the same from day one. Subin is my man in T by T. I absolutely love Subin. I think he's underrated. And maybe it's because his stylist hides him behind 40 pounds of bangs. Enough with the bangs. It's time to change up the haircut. Anyways, my wrecker is Bumgu. Bumgu, I think, is really talented. He brings a different tone to the group that's refreshing. Plus, I love him. He's a handsome, cool guy. So congratulations, T by T. I liked this release, and I'm excited to see what you do from here. They're getting ready to go on tour. Did any of you get tickets? I did not. I think it's going to be a game time decision for me with T by T, but I've never seen them, so I feel like I should. We shall see. I'll keep you posted.